For many societies, it's very hard to grasp right now, because for many decades it was the same, the companies were working, everything was the same, and now the world becomes different. But the reputation and with whom you're working tomorrow will shape you. I'm sure that if you had some ties with countries like Russia, and that money, in fact, was financing evil, even if not directly, indirectly. I'm sure that tomorrow someone will ask you a question. Why were you continuing that cooperation? Why you didn't think about other markets? Why you didn't think that the world will be different? And yes, in the 20th century, there were other examples. We had Nazi Germany, and at some moment, I'm sure that there were people and the countries and the leadership in the countries were not really questioning whether that Hitler Nazi regime will survive. Some were sure that evil will continue, but no, it collapsed because the evil cannot win. And those who were responsible for that crimes, they paid that price. The same will happen in the future to those who committed crimes in Ukraine against Ukrainian people. But it's not only about Ukrainian people, it's about humanity. Yes, I don't need you to tell all that tragic stories of how many children died or killed or wounded, or how many people are displaced, how many lost their homes. And that's only continuous. But continuous, why? Not only because of the Russia, because the speed of some decisions that could be made in the world, in the different industries, in the societies, in the countries, could be much faster, and we need to adjust to the new realities of the future we want to see. And I want to see the future that has no war. And I'm sure that we all want to have the future without war. And if we want to have that, we need to learn that lessons from the 20th century that we didn't learn, probably. And our generation, those who see the war, our children who are seeing the war, they will shape that future, because we know how painful it is when we lose our normal lives. And I've heard here some saying that we need to be certain about some future, but I can tell you that in Ukraine it's very hard to find certainty right now. But we are certain about people who are confident that they will be in Ukraine, they will be building life in Ukraine, even if their enterprise is ruined. They will be doing something different, a new enterprise. And this is unbelievable. I know people who lost their businesses, but they're investing in the new businesses. And it's incredible, that energy. And today I want you to ask, really to think about your future, on which side you want to be, and whether you want to have peace, love, appreciation, happiness and confidence, whether that purpose would meet what you are doing right now. That's your answer, but we are really asking you to think, and we are very open for cooperation in a different fields. Halina presented some of the investment opportunities that are big, there are smaller, there are middle. Many are now, as Estonian example we just heard, are investing in building something smaller like a kindergarten. Choose the area, choose a city where you want to be connected to cooperate, but you're investing not only in helping Ukraine, but you're helping to build your future that will be in connection with the human resources that are very strong in Ukraine. And one last thing that I want to add and to ask you. We, and me personally, we have lots of pain that so many people were internally displaced in Ukraine, and many people were forced to leave the country, especially those who are with children. But we want them to come back. And we want that human resources and that strength that we have, we want to share it, but we want you to help us, these people, to bring them back. And for that we need new companies, we need new corporations, we need new investments, and we need that values that will not be just on paper. but they will be implemented for the future without war. Thank you.